Hey you guys, it's Lauren. Welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing the Truthful YouTuber tag. So this tag was created by Mel Thompson, and I was so excited when I saw that she posted this because first of all, I felt like it completely fit the theme of my channel, and so many of the questions I just felt like had been on my mind for so long, but it wasn't something I could exactly like sneak into a makeup review. So I thought it'd be fun to chat about all these kind of juicier subjects. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. We'll get right into it. So our first question is, was there ever a product that you were going to review but didn't because you didn't like it? And actually, yes, this kind of just happened to me, but not that I'm not going to review it, but I'm not going to review it in the way that I was planning to. So I recently picked up the Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Sleeping Mask. This is their brand new mask, and I was super excited about this because I love their Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask, but I always wished I got a little bit more hydration from that mask. So I thought this would be the answer to that. But this, oh my gosh, you guys, immediately when I applied this to my face, I just broke out, not broke out, but my face was immediately red and irritated. It looked like I was laying in the sun for like 8 hours, like so bad. So I immediately knew I must have had just an allergic reaction to this, which is so weird because normally my skin isn't on the sensitive side. Like I can tolerate Sunday Riley's Good Genes, Drunk Elephant's Baby Facial, which is super intense. That doesn't make my skin super red or irritated. But I don't know what the heck is in this, but yeah, it just completely irritated my skin. So I was planning on doing a whole video dedicated to this. I was going to delve into the ingredients. I was going to talk about my results, but I just felt like it wouldn't be useful to you guys. Usually if a product is a fail for me, I like to kind of spin it around and let you know how it may work for you if you have a different skin type than me. But because I had such a bad reaction, I don't even know if it would work for you depending on your allergies and what your body chemistry is and all that. So yeah, I will not be doing a full review about this. Maybe I'll include this in like a product faves and fails video. This will obviously be a fail for me. Hopefully I can return this. When I open this up, I like tore apart the box. Let me know if you guys have ever returned a skincare product to Sephora. I mean, I only used it once, so hopefully they'll take it back. But yeah, let me know. And let me know if you've ever tried this mask. Is it just me? Like, what the heck is the deal? I really want to get to the bottom of what ingredient really irritated my skin. I did email Glow Recipe, and I'm waiting to hear back from them, so I'll keep you guys posted on that. So this is one product that didn't work for me, and I guess made my review plans change. But if a product is a fail for me, I would never not let you guys know about it. I just don't think like a 10-minute video of how I had an allergic reaction to a product would be useful to anybody. So that's why I'm choosing not to do like a full review on this. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. Right, so the next question is a product that you use alone but don't show or use online. So this for me, I immediately thought of limited edition products because I hate to recommend a product to you guys if you can't get access to it. But the one palette I use all the time, but not if I'm filming, is the Tarte Aspen Ovard palette. I just think this is a gorgeous palette. First of all, I love the packaging on it, and I just love the neutral tones in here. It's just like my kind of colors. And I think the shadows really like work nicely. I love the blush and the highlight. It might still be available on Tarte's website, but I'm not positive about that. But limited edition products almost kind of steer me away now because of that reason. I just hate to buy something and then I'm not able to talk about it because I want you guys to be able to get your hands on it. But yeah, limited edition products or products that are just discontinued, I don't talk about or even show on camera because it's kind of pointless. I hate to do that to you guys. Okay, so the third question is the product that you want but won't buy because you don't support the brand. So this is another thing that happened to me recently. I went on Laura Mercier's website and ordered her new, I think it's called the Radiant Foundation or the Lumiere Foundation or something. It's like a dewy foundation. And I am all about that dewy glow. I love, anytime I see a foundation advertises dewy or radiant, I immediately jump on it. And I don't know why I thought that Laura Mercier was cruelty-free, but I placed the order, I got it home, and then I did some further research. Serves me for not researching a product before I order it, but I found out they're not cruelty-free, so I hate to use it, fall in love with it, and then I can't feature it on my channel because I really am trying to promote cruelty-free products. But yeah, that was the one product I could think of that I wanted, but I just couldn't support the brand. And who knows, maybe me sending back the product will hopefully further encourage the idea that we do not need to be testing our products on animals. So I don't know, we'll see. I don't know what a difference little old me can make. But so the next question is, do you have any blocked words? No, because I didn't even know that this was an option. Maybe in the future I would do this, but I really haven't been in that position where I felt like I needed to start blocking certain words, but I definitely wouldn't be opposed to it. So that is that. And then the next question, do you delete comments? If so, why? I definitely have in the past, and it's comments that first of all are just like rude and nasty, and just if they're not useful to anybody else. I want my comment section to be like a big community forum where we can all just come together and like chat about our favorites and give each other recommendations. But yeah, if you're not being helpful to anyone else, I don't know, I just don't want that negativity. But I really haven't had a lot of bad experiences with negative comments just yet. There was a couple that were like, I don't know, maybe a little off-putting. I can think of one comment in particular that stands out. Somebody recently they commented on my accent, and they said the words I was saying incorrectly and then further broke it down into how I should be correctly saying these words. And I'm like, how do I even respond to this? Like, this is my accent. I don't know, I'm from Philly. This is how we talk. We say water. We drop syllables. We say mayonnaise, not mayonnaise. Like, that's just us. That's how we talk. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny, and I'm like, this has nothing to do with anything. So that I just deleted and didn't respond to. So that was one thing I can think of specifically. But like I said, I haven't had too many negative comments so far. Everybody has been super sweet, so I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Okay, next question is, have you ever lied about a product to stay on good terms with the brand? No, because I don't really see the point or purpose in that. So I know there was not recently, maybe like a couple months back, I talked about the Becca concealer, and I didn't trash it, but I just said it didn't work for me. It was like sticky, it was tacky, I couldn't spread it, and I was not a fan of that concealer. And I reapplied for something on Octoly from Becca. I think it was their foundation, and they did not send me the product. I didn't get approved for it. And I couldn't help but think it was because I gave that negative review. Because I've heard this about Becca, that they take people off PR lists pretty frequently. So I haven't, but this question just kind of made me think after that experience, like I can see why people would, because being on a PR list, honestly, I mean, who cares about the free products? If I want to go out and review a product, and if I'm excited about a product, I'll go out and get it for you guys. Like, that's why I enjoy doing this. But you do have perks to being on a PR list, like getting the product early, getting the review out early. And I just think that's kind of crappy, like that a brand would do that. Not that I even know that Becca does that. Most likely what happened is the investment for them of sending a foundation out to me, because a foundation is way more expensive than a concealer, just wouldn't be worth it for them, because hey, I'm like a little fish in this big pond. I'm a smaller channel, so it just wouldn't be worth it for them to send me out a $40-something foundation. Maybe that's what happened, but I don't know. But that question kind of made me think of that situation. So anyway, let's get on to the next question. Have you initially liked a product when you reviewed it and then changed your mind but didn't let your audience know? No, and I just like what Mel said, she also posted a video on products she's changed her mind about. I did too a few months ago. These products, some of them I liked initially and then ended up not liking, or some of them I ended up actually really liking initially and then it turned out that I didn't like them. So no, not necessarily. I feel like I would always let you guys know if I changed my mind about a product. Okay, and then the next one is the influencer you don't trust the most. So the first person that came to my mind when I saw this was Nikki Tutorials. So when I first got into watching YouTube, I watched her all the time. I still like admire her artistry and her talent. She is just such a talented makeup artist. Like, her skills are like on point. But there was this big controversy. She talked about the Juno makeup sponge. It's that velvet beauty sponge. She posted a video about it and did not disclose that she was working with the company. As a matter of fact, I think she talked about purchasing it on her own. And then when you went to use her link for the product, you could see in the hyperlink that it was like affiliated with her. So I'm sure she was getting some kind of kickback with that. And I don't know, it was just kind of a turn off for me, especially since she said she had purchased it herself. Like, I mean, just be real about it. Like, who cares? I don't know. So yeah, she's the one influencer I still watch, but I kind of take her recommendations with a grain of salt. So she's the big one that sticks out. And then on the other end of it, who are the influencers that you trust the most? So there's a lot on this list. I feel like I watch a lot of YouTube, but Tati's probably number one. Mel Thompson, of course, Stephanie Marie, Stephanie Nicole, Emily Noel, love her. I love her reviews. Who else? Khaki Reviews Beauty. She's super honest. And yeah, I don't know, there's a lot, but they're like the ones that stick out in my head. And then question 11, are there any secret tips or product applications you don't show while on camera? So it's not that it's really a secret tip, but the first thing I thought of is eyeshadow blending, because it takes me forever to blend out eyeshadow and I get super picky with it, and it's just the one makeup application, technique, or process that just takes me forever. And I just feel like it's kind of boring for you guys, so I don't want to put you through that. So that's the one thing that I usually cut out. I'll show you bits and pieces. But yeah, that was just the one thing that kind of came to mind. But the next question, have you ever showed one product but were actually using another? Nothing that I can think of specifically. I feel like I would never do that to you guys. But there was one time, this was before I started linking the products that I was wearing in my videos, like way back when, somebody asked me about the foundation I was wearing, and I'm like staring at my complexion. I'm like, this has to be the Smashbox foundation, it has to be. So I linked that product down below, and I'm hoping, I really think it was the Smashbox foundation, but that was the one time I can think of that I couldn't really specifically think of what I specifically was wearing. So yeah, that might be the one example. But now what I do is I just kind of leave the makeup aside that I was using for the video. This way I can remember it for my description box. So yeah, that was the one time I can think of. And then let's see, what's next? Have you ever not disclosed a sponsorship? So the one and only time I ever got paid to talk about a product was from the company Maylove. Maylove is a skincare company. They're known for their Glow Maker serum, that vitamin C serum that they have. And when they were initially promoting the product, they sent me out an email. We want to send you out this product and we want you to mention it in your video, and we're going to pay you regardless of basically how you feel about the product. They said we want you to share your results. If you love it, even if you don't like it, we're still going to pay you. So I just thought this was the most ideal situation. I could actually be open and truthful about a product and still get paid for it. Like, yes. So I talked about that serum. I did end up loving it. They paid me. It was great. It was great working with them. They were super open and honest with everything and completely transparent. And initially in my description box, I had said that it was a paid advertisement or a paid promotion. And the more and more I thought about it, I'm like, no, they're paying me to talk about their product. Yeah, there was no contract or agreement. They didn't send me out guidelines or anything like that, but I'm promoting their product. That's considered a sponsorship, right? So I changed my wording and I said that it was a sponsorship by Maylove. And then from then on, I vowed to myself, I will always disclose a sponsorship. I mean, I don't see why anybody would not disclose it, especially if a company is saying be open and honest. That's what I feel like we all aspire for in this YouTube community, to be open and truthful about a product and to still get paid for it. Like, I think that's the most ideal situation. So yes, I'm always going to disclose any sponsorships. I think that's so important. And that kind of gets me into the next question here. I think it says, what is one thing that YouTubers do that drive you nuts? Or one thing that gets on your nerves, but it's when people don't disclose sponsorships. If this company was paying little old me to mention their product, I'm sure this happens all the time, where companies pay bigger YouTubers for a product mention, where they specifically say, talk about this product for 2 minutes, here's your guidelines. But is this not considered a sponsorship? Like, I'm not really sure. I'm completely brand new to this, so I don't know all like the wording and everything, so I just feel like this has to happen all the time and it's not disclosed. I wouldn't discredit anybody if I knew they were getting paid to promote it, because I feel like if you're accepting that cash, wouldn't you want it to be like an honest deal? I don't know, that's just me. And usually I can tell if people are kind of like BSing their way through a sponsorship. You can usually tell if it's genuine. So yeah, that's one thing that kind of drives me nuts about other YouTubers, if they don't disclose a sponsorship. And then, have you ever had a bad interaction with a brand? So actually, not really, but there's 2 specific examples that I can think of where I thought it was going to turn into a bad situation, but they actually ended up being super nice about the whole situation. So the first time was with this fashion subscription called My Fashion Crate. I posted a video about this, and I also would post on my Instagram. I was part of their PR list, so they would send out their monthly boxes, and I loved what I was getting. I would post about it, and then one month they sent me out their box, and just the items in there were completely not my style. The shirt looked like almost a scrub top I would wear to work, so I just was not excited about it. I didn't post it on my Instagram, and they had sent me out an email saying, hey, it's getting towards the end of November and you still didn't post about the November box. And I wrote them back saying, we never had an agreement that I would continue to post about these monthly boxes. I didn't even know I would stay on your PR list. We never had a signed contract. And then I ended it by saying, could you please take me off your PR list? and I thought they would be really negative and nasty back, but they were actually really sweet, and they said, no worries, we'll take you off. It was nice working with you. So that was actually a really positive experience. I was kind of taken aback by them emailing me to ask for a post about their product. But yeah, they ended up being nice in the whole situation. And then I was kind of kicking myself in the butt because this month they included one of my favorite jewelry brands, a Jewel Smith necklace. And I'm like, oh my God. Of course, when I said take me off your list, you send out an awesome product. But yeah, that's one of the necklaces I'm wearing today. I love her products, but I don't know, I just thought that was funny. And then the other time was with this company called Teamy Blends. They're a tea company, but they have tea infused skincare that's now in Ulta. They sent me out one of their clay masks and they offered an affiliate code for me. So I said, great, yeah, I'll try the mask, I'll share it with my subscribers. I tried it out and the mask totally didn't work for me. It just irritated my skin, it dried me out. I ended up liking it as a spot treatment in my oily spots, and it really helps to clarify my pores. But as an all over mask, it just didn't work, and I just did not feel good about promoting it. So I did talk about the mask in ways how I liked it, but in ways it didn't work, and I told them that, hey, just so you know, I talked about this in my video, but I didn't share my code because it's not something that I'm going to continue to promote because, I don't know, I don't like it that much. And same thing, they wrote me back and they were super nice about the whole situation. So far the brands I've worked with have been really nice and respectful. So I'm sure it'll happen one day where I don't have a good experience, but yeah, so far so good with that. Okay, and last question, have you ever bandwagoned with other people's thoughts on a particular product? No, I haven't. I don't think I ever would. The one situation I can think of was the Emily Noel palette. I talked positively about her palette. I included it in my Makeup Revolution hits and misses. It was a hit for me, especially for being a drugstore eyeshadow palette. I feel like the eyeshadows worked pretty well. Yeah, some of them were kind of muddy and patchy, but for the most part, for the price, I thought it was a great deal. Some people wrote to me saying you shouldn't have such low expectations for a drugstore product and things like that, but the one palette, it was $15. You got so much in the palette, and I did enjoy it. So yeah, I just never really felt like I had to jump on with what everybody else was saying about a product. So that's my answers. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Thank you to Mel Thompson for creating this tag. This was super fun. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments about some of these subjects, especially the sponsorships. What do you guys think when you watch a sponsored video? Are you turned off? Do you still trust their opinions? Because yeah, I just wish more people would disclose their sponsorships. So yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. See you guys.